Hello, our Reconnaissance 7, and welcome back to Combat Mission Black Sea. We are getting towards the end of the Let's Roll scenario with our Stryker company. And yes, we have objective and tarmac firmly under control, and we're hitting that decision point of whether we should push on towards objective cannon. Now, there's enough time on the clock, and really was enough strength in our forces. We've got this third platoon here, recently arrived, full strength. But the real question is whether it's worth it in the long run. If this was a single scenario, no problem, I'd just push on and go for cannon. But given how bloodied our second and first platoons are, probably running about 75% casualty rate on the infantry squads, I'm really questioning or thinking about campaign strength, because I believe I get a 50% resupply after this, or a refit and resupply, and anything beyond that is going to weaken me for future missions. So I don't really want to go too gung-ho and get my guys shot to pieces. So a careful approach is required. And really I want to leverage the air and artillery assets we've got to its maximum to try and soften up any approach we go for. So to that extent, we've always got an air strike already called in on this VTR, and we are retasking the aerial mission for our artillery from over here, which I've also utilising for a couple of tank strikes, over to objective cannon itself, where we're going to hopefully rain down some hell from above and whatever is there. Meanwhile, we were dealing with, or attempting to deal with, the last of this Russian reinforcements, and we've got our JTAC team armed with a javelin, who are hopefully going to take out this last vehicle. Now, it is a little bit of a risk, because obviously these guys are controlling our helicopter strike, and should they get taken down, that would be a pretty big loss of capability. Other people can call in airplanes, but a much bigger delay. And we're continuing to deal with what I think is just a handful of Russian infantrymen in these buildings, just through lots of kind of suppressive and area fire. I'm poking a hole. I don't know if I mentioned last time, it's been a week since I recorded, so apologies if I'm double dipping on any of this stuff. But we're readying a platoon, to a squad, sorry, to get out and pop a hole in this wall to give us access into this compound, which I think it would be a good one to take. One, it sets us up for the approach towards a cannon. We can put some people in Overwatch, gives us a bit of a scouting position, also gives us a firing arc onto the backside of a musket to help us clear out those last remnants with any more casualties. But we do have to be careful, obviously, of the Russian vehicle in very close proximity. So hopefully airstrike takes him out, and then we can move in some infantry. And that's about everything. So let's go over to our JTAC team. I had been sending them up to the roof, but they've actually got visibility here, so I just told them to, well, stay where we are and pop a shot. So maybe let's see how that works out. See where they actually end up going. It's you I'm interested in, if you can see that just through the wall there. Oh, here we go. Come on. You can see the little explosions that are grenades from our sniper man. Are you really not going to take the shot? Ah, good man. Hey. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that diving arc from the javelin, that top attack profile. Always looks very good. Big spot is just too late. Excellent. And now I can get these guys tucked away to safety before they get any retaliatory combat fire from infantry, because there's probably about a platoon's worth in here. Squad's worth. I'll go away for a week now, I can't remember anything. Good. Meanwhile, we've got our gentleman coming over force. I want to bring the engineers over as well. A little bit cautious about getting my company, jeez, Reckman, come on, my platoon HQ so far in advance, but I really want to get these engineers out, so I will risk it for a biscuit, as they say. Perfect. Okay, that seems under control. I will now unleash my machine gun on my infantry in the woods, and really I think the next thing we're waiting on is just that helicopter strike, which should be in a couple of minutes if I remember correctly, so perhaps I will bring you fine folks back for that. Okay, we are 2 minutes, 1 minute down the line. I can't remember when the last time I spoke to you was. Anyway, we are a little bit down the line. Haven't had a helicopter strike yet. That's not what this is about. We have got our drone up over the objective cannon, and it has revealed, well, 3 juicy little targets. No tanks, which is good. I can't remember if we're expecting any more tanks. We've destroyed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. 7. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 7 it was. 6, 7, 5, 8. 8 tanks. I don't know how many we're supposed to have. Anyway, we haven't found any. Long story short, my deliberations. So let's start using. We've got just 3 precision rounds left. So I'd say let's make them count. Let's start with here. We'll go 3. We'll go precision, and we'll go immediate. 3 minutes. Job done. We'll just start knocking these things out, and then we'll probably unleash a big barrage on cannon itself, just to annihilate any infantry. I'm sure we did get an earlier tank flag around here, but it could have been these 2 which drove over. We shall see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, no, 1, 2, 3. We have 9 tanks destroyed. Okay, that's actually a healthy number. I don't know. That's quite how violent we've been. In terms of what's left in Musk, I was trying to reposition my MGS into a better position, and I dangerously stumbled across a lone Russian man in the bottom of this tower. Thankfully, he went suppressed fairly early, didn't launch any grenades or any AT weapons, and I'm pretty happy he's going to get taken out before he does any damage. But a worrying message I was saying: be careful when trying to reposition bits and pieces. There is one Russian left in this building who just refuses to. I mean, look. As you can see, the trail of fire as to why he survived. But yeah, he's having a bad day. Just won't give up. And yeah, and so I really want to bring you chatting about that, but that's all what's happening. Now I think we might get our helicopter strike this minute. So let's stay live. We'll come over here. We'll start with our MG and we'll see if we get some large explosion sounds from over this direction. The infantry, just worth mentioning, essentially have just run away. So our machine gun is just pushing them all back. I'm not worried about taking them out or anything like that, or closing in for the kill. I'm happy just keeping away from the objective. Right, that's a lot of wittering. Interesting, it's just choosing machine gun, which I suppose is fine, and there's the kill there. Double check. We haven't amazingly lost sight. No, there it goes. Okay. Well, that was somewhat uneventful, but good. Uneventful is generally good. So I might bring him in to help different angle just to deal with this last gentleman. I did have a Stryker Brigade, Stryker vehicle brought in here, but the BTR is really in the way to leverage its grenade launcher. We'll try and open up. Again, just don't want to expose up to too much. We've also got a spot of random Russian in here. We did appear to have RPG. Don't know whether he's got any ammo for it. Or he had a launcher, I should say. That's it. And no, maybe I'm not getting my helicopters this minute. Oh, looks like they are firing back a little bit.
Confirming fire mission, shells inbound.
Okay.
Get on target.
From you guys. Yes. Okay. Tell what we're gonna do. Since you guys are here, yeah, let's. Yeah, what? Can you fire off this wall? Oh, that's a great position for you, actually. I would like you very much to target. Yeah, you've already seen them. These guys. Please and thank you. Let's get them off the back of our machine gun team. Who are doing a great job, and then we'll worry about it. Okay. You guys could probably come over and open up a second angle. I'd withheld that originally because of the fear of the BTR. Go into it, but yeah, maybe we'll help finish them off that way. You guys are in position. At some point I want to break through here, but let's let the helicopter do its job first. Okay. And I think I'm holding position with everyone else for just now. Let's come over this way. Oh, nice. Well, hey, yeah, you got one of the guys. We do have limited heat rounds. We've got 7, 6. But actually, okay, good. And we'll come around and help clear out this last brave defender. Oh, there's some chatter from a helicopter. Bit slow in the old uptake, but you know, fair enough, I suppose. Actually, now I've got the helicopter, I don't need to worry too much about the rounds. I got it right there. The targeted rounds, because I can use the helicopters to take out any hard targets which do appear. Ooh, stop. I want a better angle on this. So this one, the concern was obviously he's hiding under a balcony. May limit of effectiveness of our barrage. Let's have a look. That first one looked good, but right, we're gonna have to come back for another minute to see the end of this. He may survive, which irks me greatly. Okay. MGS, who are doing quite a bit of good work for us at the minute. So I need to get an angle on. Perfect. Well, I don't want you to. I don't want you really to engage generally, because I need you to hit the right part of the building, if you will, and you can't really target that. But okay, we'll give you that. It might be a little waste of a few heat shells, but I've got a few, so it should be okay. Don't have much other jobs for our MGS after this. And everyone else is kind of just on a wait and see. You see I've swung this scout round wide to either potentially take up a position in this church, because it's quite a good visual spot, or do some sneaking on these control points if I feel it's necessary. That's a little bit, it's greed, that is entirely greed. I don't need the points to win the mission. I just struggle to look past objectives. The other thing I want to check upon, I've got a minute, was over here. So we had this is one I've been doing a bit on the side, and it's disappeared now. We had a sound contact of an enemy vehicle just here, trying to shuffle someone, preferably someone with a javelin, into view where they might just be able to see. Try this. A little bit risky. That's why you know, I like to play a little bit risky generally. Okay. Where were we? Over here, vehicle, helicopter strike. Come with the goods. Wrong button. Here we go. What an anticlimactic last shot. I don't know the best way to tackle this fellow. If I knew it was clear of infantry, I'd probably sneak some people around and just attack from the rear. Or sneak a BTR around and attack from the rear. That's not pleasant. I'll go do that in a minute. Apparently they had another vehicle left I failed to account for. And we may still do that, but it's going to be a little bit challenging. Oh, my MGS. Right, okay, let's go face the music. So, best laid plans of mice and men. Do you know what? You were the one that got hit early on by a sniper and then disappeared off into the woods. There was another one of you. Says confidently, men can't see the mark. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter either way. Where have we gone? Here. Watch that big old gun being over the top. Did we actually get a shot off? Oh, we do indeed. Oh, wow, that's pretty effective. And indeed, gentleman down. So that's the entire front building cleared. I think we've had some indication there's someone hiding in the back corner here, which we've got to deal with. And I think it ain't going to be using this guy. There's a pain come. We've made the spot. We've also made the spot. Turret wrecked. Turret absolutely trashed. Yeah. Oh. And they go you just being mean? Those guys got absolutely annihilated. Right, question is where you were. Anywhere I can get a decent line of sight of you from? Not really. May just be, well, actually, if you go all the way back here. Okay. Long term, eventually I'm going to stick a javelin up here and take him out, just because I'm pained by that experience. Oh, and in all that, we missed a little bit of vengeance. I think something went our way. Off you pop. Nice, 2 hits out of 3, 1 knocked out of 3. Excellent. I wonder if, oh yeah, look, we've had partial spots in here. I wonder if they've got a sound contact or something from over here and we're trying to respond. Hang on, are you, I take it you're another one, you didn't just survive that. Yeah, yeah, good. Panicked for a minute. Okay, so I do need to be careful that I don't wander into an ambush with these things, because as we've seen, their weapon is perfectly capable of causing me a very bad day. Okay. Okay, so this building is now free for us to take. We will need to take the one in the back as well, so let's probably, I think, push these gentlemen over. Maybe into the side here. Possibly breach into that back bit. Being aware that there is people in that house actually as well. I may be better come through the buildings and reach into the floor above. In fact, just come in this building and reach straight into here. Take out whoever's there. And then you still be protected from here, and then I can work on getting an angle of fire. One thing I have to be careful of is, are they going to have an angle on that building? No, I don't think they are. Do you have any breaching charges left? You do, okay. Right, well you're going to be the team for it. I'm so confident that everyone is gone here. Don't mind the smoke, and then we're going to blast through to here. Excellent. Kill whoever's left. And I presumably have, well, you've got a javelin with 1 missile, so I could use you for this revenge mission. I also have an AT team here, is probably better placed for it. Let's get you started moving building. Kind of a thing you don't really need to see on camera. We'll get you moved across once the engineers have done their job. Perfect. And then we have to decide what on earth we're going to do with this fellow. Well, for a start, I'm going to, I'd like to breach into this room. What? Just so I can then put in a team with a line of sight down this road. Probably going to be the AT team from these guys. And also if the BTR draws in front of us, they'll get millered, but that would be a good place. So if I let's split a team. Do is, yeah, split teams. I'm going to grab, of course my anti-tank team doesn't take javelin, to pause for some time, probably 30 seconds, and then we're going to move. I'm doing this way because at the minute there's no way into here. The walls are solid, so if these gentlemen decide to go to try and get into here, for now they'll probably do something daft like wander inside the building, and that's not what we want. Not at all. Okay. Everything else seems to be alright. No, it's not. I need to give you a new mission. So those guys, people are off. I'm tempted to just let them move off for just now. We'll see where they end up. In the meantime, we're going to precision ammunition to deal with this.
Requesting fire mission, over.
You also need to retask your helicopter if we're not going to take that BTR, which we're not. Could potentially get a strike on wherever these guys end up. I'm not sure where it's going to be. We'll think about this while I decide also on a position for our little scout we've got here. I don't want to get him too exposed. It'd be useful to get him in a position where he can cause a bit of trouble should he decide to drive too far forward. Where too far forward is, I don't exactly know. Just now, it's church, but I'm a little leery about prospects. Let's just bring you into, say, this position. A little bit of eyesight should they choose to park up in front of you. You have got the 50 cal? Yes. Which is good and bad. You get them short range, you will mill those guys. Long range, not so much. So, do you know what? Let's just stick you behind there till we find out where they're going. Try and be cautious with the poor remnants of a squad I have left. Let's grab our AO on and bring him down to, say, here. Let's do it. Okay. Grand. Yes, I don't think there's anything much going on. I'll bring you guys back probably when we're doing the assault into the house, or if we get some movement on this BTR. Okay, so this is actually the very next minute, and it was just madness that I needed to share. So I hadn't noticed it at the time. We'll see. Or one of our strikers has popped smoke. I'm guessing he's caught sight of potentially the remnants of the forces in this building. Presumably have some kind of AT weapon because he's running away quite fearfully. Fine in principle. Slight problem is he then reverses uphill into a massive open area. That was our blast. And I've not cleared these buildings. I'm fairly confident with remnants forces. So he sits here for a little bit. So far so good. You don't see our helicopters. But there's a blooming BTR. So we get lucky that the Russians miss with their RPG. Then we get even luckier that he seems to miss his first shot and we actually get the penetration. And then lucky again in that reactive armor takes, I don't know, a grenade or rocket or something. And then we pull away. So, I mean, some of this retreating behavior, it makes sense, but think about where you're going, gentlemen. We have identified obviously some Russians in this building, which is handy to know. Still, now, how much of damage or otherwise did we do to this BTR? I don't know, not much. Drives off quite happily. Now, other things to talk about, obviously you'll have seen it, our engineers have unfortunately taken casualties, but firefight seems to be remnants of HQ unit. We were shooting one up on the roof, we didn't kill them all. And interestingly, this thing's pop smoke. I'm assuming it's that thing's pop smoke. I wonder if it's pulling away. What I'm tempted to do, actually this is our AT team here, isn't it? I'm tempted to run these guys into this corner. So I know you have the, you've got an AT4 here, perfect. All I need to do, if indeed it is running away, this. I'm going to quickly just get yourselves, I mean, it's a bit dangerous inside. Come here and look out the window. You might see him, depends how quickly he reverses. There is a tank there as well. A window over here to that fight. Sorry, I know you're just bricks right now. Not really. Okay. Well, this game plan. You guys get in here quick as you can, and you are going to face off here. Don't go second floor because then we'll draw fire from the people we know around the buildings. You're about to get in here. That's fine, and you are engaging. And I'm sorry. Okay. Something else. Be lucky is what you are. Incredibly lucky. Now, is there other ways into this building? Yes, no, maybe. I want to bring over some additional support, but I don't want to bring in too many forces in case things go right. Right, we're targeting him. We've lost track of the other vehicle that went over this way somewhere. Hopefully we'll get it back when we get sight. And after all that, our engineers are slowly making their way over red to breach. Oh, exciting, exciting. Alright, let's just roll for another minute. Keep you guys here. Should be able to see the breach.
Engaging from east.
Okay, we'll worry about helicopters and things in a minute. I want to see this. Might be a bit loud. Actually, I don't know how long it takes them to set the charges. We'll find out in a minute. Well, it's more than a minute, we won't. There we go. Who's here? Yeah. Nice. Oh my god, there's a few of them. Keep going, lads. Shock and awe. That was incredibly satisfying. Great job, engineering team. Okay, breaching into a room. Who knew? Right, let's come all the way back. Camera's not going like this. I just want to see what happens, if anything. We're here. It's funny, that little effect. Okay, you. Okay, you're slowly walking. I did tell you to walk. I'll accept that was my fault. Building. It's a lot. It's very smoky. I appreciate that. Hopefully we have eyes. Wherever this vehicle decides to go, we will see it. AIA? Yes, okay, good. This should be that threat neutralized. We'll see aware of some stuff over here. Flame smoke over there, okay. I'm guessing those were the threat this Stryker was running away from, but has now been neutralized, which is good. Doesn't look like he's actually moved for all the popping of smoke. Does pose a bit of a problem.
Going low. Get on target.
Okay. Right. Future plans. AT team up here, try and take revenge. Also, let's get some scouts in this forward tower. Might end up being these engineers. Oh no, we can't do that because we can't cross this open ground. But we can go upstairs. Is there a door in between these buildings? No, there is not. Even if I go up a couple of levels, I'll have a line of sight. Okay. We'll get engineers doing their good work and get some firepower on. How many have we got? 4. That seems to be okay. And you'll be supplemented by these gentlemen. In fact, let's get you over there and we'll do it as a oneer. Quite a lot of casualties during all that. It's unfortunate. Let's get you in here. And we'll pop you both up together. And then get upstairs. Face over in this direction. Beautiful. And tempted again just to see my little perimeter, I suppose, for want of a better word. Go up there and then go up to the roof. Have reasonable eyes kind of everywhere. Musket secured, and then we just got to worry about how far I want to push. See, I mean, one casualty is okay, but I don't really want to. I don't want to go too aggressive here. We'd quite like to keep blowing up any vehicles that we come across. Alright. I'll put a can here. And probably bring you back if we get our javelin in position, or anything else interesting happens. So you and Jeff. Just want to very briefly bring you back because we got our precision strike. Like the 1 of the 3 hit, and that's all we needed. Another vehicle knocked out. So there is 2 more lurking about that we vaguely know about, so we'll have to maybe see if we can spot them. Although I'll check the area of survey. Can't speak. Just make sure it's capturing all the right things. Although I just moved the air one down here actually, so we'll wait and see if he gets in the moment. But that's all our targets identified. We know there's some other vehicles kicking around, so we'll just have to be careful for it. There was a strike against our team in this building, to no effect, thankfully, apart from a bit of suppression. But our machine gun here has run out of ammunition, which is impacting his ability to shoot bad guys. So it's not so good. So we'll probably have to put someone else in his position. Do you have much ammo? Yeah, you've got tons of ammo. Right, I've got a job for you. Okay, that was all. I'll have to do some more scouting about. I'm not really going to push on this position until I get a bit more info. I am bringing a team up to sit on the roof just to help us clear out this building and the surrounds, but that's probably the extent of us for just now. Let's probably next thing I'll come back if these guys get in position for the javelin shot, or if these guys in a particularly beefy fight when they go upstairs. Got a little good news, bad news here. Good news, I found another tank and it's nowhere near any objectives. Bad news is, well, he kind of found me first. And I was kind of hiding from potential forces along this edge of the map. Thought I was relatively safe given the scouting we'd done previously. As you can tell from this little icon, I was entirely wrong. And then lost my entire cross striker and my team. I was being quite greedy with this. Now at least it gives me a good target. I will absolutely move the air assets over here and we will take that fellow out. Interestingly, just the loss of the morale ripple caused a few of the guys to go shaken just from that loss, which I think is quite interesting the way that kind of filters through. Over here was almost a non-event. The two Russians in the building, I mean, they shot a couple of times and then both surrendered. So we'll have to see how we do with that. And our javelin team has no line of sight. What was that? This come from? Hang on. Sorry, didn't notice this one first time round. A miss shot from you? I wasn't. I don't know who or what that was being aimed at, but there you go. Okay. So I repositioned these J-Attack team from this building because I thought I was drawing fire because of the machine gun into this building where they'll be safer. They did get caught slightly in the open, but thankfully just a little bit of staining of the underwear rather than serious injury. It doesn't mean they lost their mission, which is what happens when they get suppressed. But it doesn't mean we can go over here and we say, hey, I now know there is a tank in these. This. I need to go back a bit further. Oh, can I not change it now? I've done that. I should have checked first. I might have to tweak it when I get it. It's there. Okay, fine. Minor details. The other thing is I used the rest of these 40 or 30 HE rounds. We're just going to try and flatten that building objective cannon. Otherwise, things seem to be passable. We'll just hold position and we'll wait on our air asset taking out that last large vehicle. Okay, anything else to report? No. Well, I got to decide what I'm going to do about these Russians in terms of their surrender. Obviously, good that they have, but I need to get to them without inflicting or becoming a casualty. Probably want to set someone up. Will you should be able to maybe lend a hand? So let's push up to say. Or use a good height. You might be able to scare them off, in which case I can send someone across the road to gracefully accept their surrender. We're slowly unlocking our ability to sneak around and assault this thing in the rear. If I can get into this house, I'd be okay, but I'm slightly leery about some Russians maybe further up here. Even just driver teams, etc. Automatic weapon can do lots of horrible things if you let it. Is there no guys in this building? Well, you'll be able to engage from here though. Really? Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. Find another way to deal with that. Are you gentlemen engaging? Yes. Okay. Excellent. Alright, so I'll leave it there. I'll bring it back probably once we get eyes on that tank and we get something further. I'll see you. Alright, so our friendly javelin team has indeed managed to catch a line of sight. It's not a great line of sight. He's a bit smoky, a bit tree, to be perfectly honest. In fact, you see his eyes are a lot better than mine. But you can see it, and that's the main thing. He's going to take a pop. Tree might get in the way. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to watch that live minute. One thing I did want to mention was our tank friend over here. Apparently, our eagle-eyed troops on top of the building can see him now. I neglected to give them a javelin before I dismounted, which was just poor performance, but we'll get over that. So I'm going to take B team from first squad, who do have a javelin, to try and come up here, and maybe we can knock this fellow out. But that's going to be, well, next turn maybe. But right now, let's just see if this guy bring the goods. Nicely done. Excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, one more threat removed. I'm also gearing up the engineers to go and into the building. Trying to get some area fire against that pixel room, which, as you see, is not maybe not terribly ineffective. But
Fire for effect, over.
doesn't know what he's shooting at, but he's trying. Okay, you'll give him something. More importantly, have you gentlemen told your friends of the tank you have? Now you're excitedly bringing your javelin over, going ooh, ooh, ooh. And you've got 2 shots. Ooh, okay, we're going to stick around for this. But I want to do a daring... What's he doing? Are these guys still in here? Are they still surrendered? Did they vanish? Slightly nervous now. Don't know what's happened to them. I don't think I'm close enough for them to surrender, but at the same time I'm worried they've just decided to unsurrender and are then going to kill me. You do have some charges left. Always blast our way in. Okay. Good. Not pop smoke. Thank you. I would like you to come forward. How about we do a brief, just in case, and you know, if you are surrendering, massive apologies about that, and then you gentlemen are going to get in here. Yeah? Has me slightly nervous now. I got distracted by other bits and pieces. I've got AT going here. We're annihilating cannon. Anything else we really need to do? Not particularly. Yeah, tell you what we want to do actually. Move this squad back into its there. Stryker. You're gonna. Is that right, I assume? No, not you. Messed up the camera angle at the same time. Not this squad. Please keep doing what you're doing. This squad. Sure. Just split up anyway, but get back in Stryker. I'm going to give you a javelin, and I'm going to drive round. Put someone in this house to take care of this threshold. I don't want to push too much over in this direction. That was our main line of strength. If we're going to do cannon, it's going to be around kind of this away. We shall see. Right, anyway, enough jibber jabbering. We want to see deliver. Probably messed up his aim by shouting some orders. Guys, I can't even watch. Like, no. All the time you need, man. Just take a shot. Wait. It's giving me trees, but I think it's quite exposed from where it is. Hope she gives a good view. Oh, no kill. Running away like coward is. Where did it hit? It hit the weapon. Let's come back and have a look. Impact isn't help. You get a no chance. You usually get a pretty good good contact. Unless it's this way, because yeah, it might have been the machine gun that actually hit. I was going to do strange things. Yeah, it looks like it impacts on the actual machine gun. Okay, well, we tried, we missed. We'll come back with the helicopters. Made him angry though. Good. Meanwhile, oh, let's see. Well, we didn't die. Did we find any Russians in here? Had they already surrendered, run away? Oh sure, peculiar. I mean, they may have surrendered, but given how close we were, I would be really surprised if they'd done so. However, that's okay. And gives a little bit more forward scouting with more comfortable with some forces in. Out of that position. Oh, hello. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Okay. There was a sneaky boy left we have to take care of, which we will. This is unfortunate. At least they can still get the job done, but that's we've got to watch out for that. Too many more of them will be in a pretty bad spot. Okay. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else particularly interesting. I'm a bit long in the tooth, but I do want to come back with something a bit more interesting, so we'll maybe see if we can get our helicopters on point. I'm tempted, I'm probably going to withdraw this JTAC team further into this complex as well to give them a bit more protection. Yeah, and I'll come back maybe when we're gearing up for a tank kill, otherwise we'll try and flank this BTR as well. Okay, so our squad here, I split off just half of them as an AT team. They've got javelins and MT. Actually, we don't have any AT for us. Just javelins and grenades. I've been curious to see which they use to engage this gap. And they've just made the spot, so I don't know how this turns out. Find it together as a bit of a finisher for this episode. You missed. An underwhelming finisher, it would seem. Hey! Convince it to do anything? I haven't obviously entertained the possibility that it may be stuck. Oh, and they're out. And they're dead. Okay, good. Alright, well that's Saga finally finished. We are continuing to spot a few more of these things, which we'll use the last of our precision strikes on. I'm currently, actually, I've just queued up another strike just to knock down those buildings, just to leave that objective clear. I may attempt a little bit of a sneak in. Why have you ended up over here? Told you in that building. Double check that, make sure there isn't someone there you're afraid of. That would be unfortunate if they've ruined that objective for me. Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, I've got another howitzer 155 to again try and demolish this building just here. The other two, we've taken down two. There's a couple left. Might use I'll use a couple of small short duration things to finish them off. Just make sure there's no one in that area, and we might try and ninja it towards the end of the mission. Obviously, we're going to spend a lot of efforts going around popping as many of these BTR as you can. Still no sign. Let's get done. Still no sign of. What? You're still preparing. Okay, we're heading over here. Alright, hopefully we'll get some eyes on that. Just have to wait for you to call on your strike. Be a couple minutes, very quick. It's fantastic. 2 minutes to start calling in. As soon as you start doing that, I can order another one. Just double check. Am I using the? No, you've used it. Okay, good. So I've still got a couple of precision rounds left on the other one. Yeah. What's going on with this? And I get everyone's in a pretty bad way. You're tired. You're broken. Or at least, can you move back to this building, and we'll maybe keep eyes on that. Okay. Good. At least you're tucked out of the way. So I think the plan's going to be, and it's going to be for next time. So you continue to pop these vehicles where we find it, and trying to get this tank. And then we're going to be sweep with our 3rd platoon in towards these buildings. Hold here. Try and eradicate any force. We know there's a couple of some infantry around here. I might just drop a whole bunch of mortars on that position to try and soften it up. There's some enemy in this position as well, but just try and hold here, do whatever damage we can, and then just before the end we can send in and hold it. I think that's what we're going to do. I'll try and be fairly slow and ponderous. I think we've done well with this. Okay, we've advanced about 15 meters. But really, in this new squad, we took 1 casualty. That's the kind of numbers I'm going for. Yeah, it's a loss of Stryker in a squad team from massively overextending myself. But we'll not dwell on that. Good, right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. Around 4 or 5 minutes. We will come back for one more. I think we should get that one. I think it's gonna be a lot more cuts because we're going to be a bit more ponderous and there's less exciting bits and pieces to finish off. He says, and then he gets ninjaed by something, but we'll see. Or ambushed, I should say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Love hearing your comments if you have any. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheerio.